guys, so it is early in the a.m. and of course I'm pumped. I feel ripe, I feel good, I feel fantastic, and I rolled out of bed. Really, like last night I was excited to do this video, and so this morning I'm like, let's get it going, let's go. Okay, so the subject of today is, do you get up, eat breakfast, or do you get up, fast, and go straight to the gym? So pretty much it's like an intermittent fasting protocol, which I've spoken about before, but I'm going to revisit it again, so I think it's such a great subject. Now, people go, so Stephanie, do you go and do your workout fasted? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, but I thought you did an a.m. breakfast. And I'm like, I do. So put the little things together and you realize Stephanie eats an early breakfast, then she fasts for 3 hours, and then I might go to the gym. That would be my beginning of a fasted window. And then I would skip my lunch, but I've actually become, I love food, so I might split my dinner in half and have a late lunch, like around 4, and I'm eating breakfast around 5:36, and then I might have the other half of my dinner at a normal time, because I like to eat 3 meals a day, because that is the way that I was raised, and it's still caught up in my little synopsis, but I digress. So, with that said, what is the best way to, people want to burn fat? They're not like, oh, can I intermittent fast because I want to give my digestive system a rest? Really? Nobody's, come on now. Come on, people. That is not what you are doing. You guys want to get lean and ripped, and guys want to build muscle and all this kind of stuff. That's what people are motivated by. Complete vanity. But that's okay, because that's the way we've been raised. But if we can use the vanity as the front door, and we can backdoor you with some real health and well-being, then we can start having fun, yo, because y'all are just not, you've lost your fun. You've lost your fun. Which is why I keep these videos really, really funky. Because otherwise, you listen to enough stuff online, you get bored. But here we go. Okay, so I am, I can feel my cortisol up in the right rhythm in the morning. I am psyched. But, so I get up, I eat breakfast. Fatty protein. Yes, I do healthy, fatty protein with a lot of fat-soluble vitamins in them, like eggs, like the yolk, like some sausage, either from some, I make a homemade sausage patties out of either grass-fed beef or free-range turkeys, ground turkey. And I'll throw some potassium-rich food up in there to get my potassium freaking requirements. And then I'll add in a fatty tea. Now, a lot of people are like, how can you get in 1,000 calories, 80% fat for breakfast? I'm like, dude, seriously, that is so easy. Come on now. I'm doing like 4 or 5 tablespoons of, or they're like, how can you get 100 grams of fat? I'm like, well, I'm not getting 100, but I'm probably getting around, depending on the days, anywhere from 60 to about 70, maybe 80 grams of fat in my breakfast, from 4 to 5 tablespoons of butter. We've got 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. We've got the sausage, the homemade sausage. We've got the egg, trust, and the fatty teas. It is very easy to get in a lot of that fat. And then, yes, so I'm eating nearly 1,000 calories when I first wake up. People are like, ooh, Barfo, how can you do that so early in the morning? I don't have an appetite. Well, that is because your freaking hormones and your circadian rhythm are out of order. So I can't stand the bro science guys like, yo man, I wake up like, not hungry and I'm freaking fantabulous. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Call me up in 25 years when you're my age, and let's see how you look. I'm just saying, all right, with your carb diet. But here we go. So I get up, have a huge breakfast, and I feel pumped. I feel good. I'm raising my cortisol in the AM. My stomach is starting to go and break down foods. My caloric acids and peptides are starting to break down. My peristalsis is getting going. My heart rate rises and my blood unthickens so I can get my day going. And that is the reason why waking up, hitting snooze, 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 snooze is so bad. You guys just have to really roll up those old proverbial sleeves and freaking hunker down and get the frack up. Get up. And get your body to reset its circadian rhythm. Because whatever you think, people are like, I just listen to my body. And I was like, I know you listen to your body. You look like you listen to your body. And I look like I listen to my body. Not really. I don't listen to my body. Because if you have been trained if you've developed this neurological pathway, these set of thoughts, this repetition from when you were a child, the way the brain develops and your hormones respond to life stresses, my hormones are going to tell me to eat all day long, to pacify myself, to become overwhelmed by all of the decision making that I have to do if I were to really be honest. But I have to take all those impulses, because we've got things like oxytocin that will make you become infatuated with someone who's absolutely bad for you. Now, why would I listen to that? That's not smart. How many people are in unsuccessful relationships because in the beginning they're so oxytocin high, or they're like serotonin bump because they're impulsive about a decision they make to be with the wrong person, and then the reality unfolds, and then you're like, shite, now I'm really emotionally addicted to that person, but intellectually I understand that that's not healthy for you. So no, if I were to listen to my body, I probably wouldn't have a body like this. So I've got to take control. I am no longer living as a hunter-gatherer, even though I like to really try to proclaim myself to be as best as I can. But no, don't always listen to your body, because your body has been lied to by conventional wisdom. They're telling us not to eat fat, yet our brain is over 80% fat. We've grown up on carbohydrates and we crave them. Don't listen to that, because that is the reason why your body looks the way it looks, is because you listen to your body. You got to listen to your body in a matter of context. So if you do not have a glucometer and you want to see if it's okay to fast in the morning and then go work out, then let me tell you, you got to pop out of the subconscious mind and you have to pay attention like you have never paid attention before. That's how it goes. All right, so let's get back to the fasted workout. Now, people have this concept that if you go work out on an empty stomach, you're going to tap into your fat cells. Now, please, 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 can someone please tell me why when I go to the gym in the early AM, 99% of everybody who's on the treadmills don't look freaking rock star? Why? And they've been doing that every single day. Or they're doing it 3 days out of the week and they're doing all this cardio and they're like, cardio, I gotta do the cardio. You know, I have to. Why? Why are they not ripped and shredded with incredible gains? Why is getting up in the morning and drinking a cup of coffee the answer to fat burning? Because so many people drink coffee and they look like absolute friggin' poop. Why is that? I just gotta watch the time, you know. Well, because their adrenal glands are overworked. And then they're going to the gym on a fasted stomach and they think, hey, my body's really in love with this concept. I'm just going to spare all the muscle and I'm just going to make you ripped. Right? And I'm going to make you healthy, and you're going to go through your day, and you're going to have a late lunch, and you're going to be super hungry at night, and that's just going to make you fantastic. Bomb explosion. Nope. That is not how it works at all. So what you guys have to consider is the health of your adrenal glands. Because if your adrenal glands are overworked, then your ability to monitor and moderate and have in a nice homeostasis your adrenaline, cortisol production, glucose and insulin, and gluconeogenesis, then your adrenals should be absolutely healthy with that absolutely absurd concept to get up on a fasted stomach, especially when you're not in ketosis, because when you get up on an empty stomach, you've been fasting all night long. So what happens is your gas tank is empty. And if you're not in a state of ketosis, your body needs energy. End of story. And it will manufacture energy, and it'll compromise your body so you don't fall on your face on the floor in a coma. Because your brain needs glucose all day long. And if the gas tank is empty, if your glycogen storages are empty, it will make glucose where there is none. That's if you are a carb burner, you are not in ketosis. So when you get up in the morning and you're tired and you drink your coffee, your adrenal glands are like, I'm already tired, I have inverted cortisol, my cortisol's too high at night, and now I have nothing in the morning. So now your serotonin, melatonin, cortisol rhythm is completely jacked. And you get up, and then you drink coffee, and then you run off to the gym, and then you start doing cardio to warm up, and there's nothing in your gas tank. And so your cortisol does start to rise, but your cortisol is rising to not just like, oh, let's just wake up and enjoy our day. No, your cortisol is rising to break down muscle, convert it into glucose to feed your fledgling brain that needs that energy to make you not hypoglycemic and slam on the floor, not being able to move. That is the issue, y'all. So what? Now what? Now what's the deal? So it's probably not a good idea. That's the deal. Not a good idea. So, but I've got people out there, but Steph, like, I wake up at 4 to go to work. It's the only time of my day to get my workout in, and I cannot go eat and run to the gym. And I'm like, okay, I totally understand you guys. And we are living in the modern time, and just like me living in a toxic city, yeah, I've got to make a lot of sacrifices and compromises to live here. For now. So what we want to do is, we're reaching that time. If you have no choice but to work out in the AM, you want to break the fast with something fatty, like an MCT. An MCT is a small particle in size fat that can be broken down, bypass the gallbladder, not have to go through the small intestine, liver, blood, boom. Maybe if you could take a bite, and I mean just a minuscule bite of, let's say some minced meat or an egg, which is egg yolk. There we go. Some yolk, like a yolk, and like a fatty tea. Then you don't have a belly full of food that has to be digested, which is very difficult on the system to then go to the gym and start working out when your body has to go and clock in to start digesting food. So we use medium chain triglyceride, and we've got a little bit of an LCT to really try to get your cortisol level in the right rhythm. Or we could just skip the yolk, we could do a fatty tea, we could use MCT coconut oil, boom, hit the gym, your body's getting something. Yeah? Your body's not in starvation mode because you're breaking the fast with something. And an MCT is easier to break down and get going. Now, it actually might boost you and give as a great pre-workout. Then you can go to the gym. But I mean, the very second you get back home, or the second you're in your car, you're going to eat. You're not going to fast. You're going to eat, and you're going to finally break that fast as soon as you can. Because we don't want the brain to think, well, I'm in ketosis, but now maybe there's not enough food coming in, so I'm going to pop out of ketosis. We don't want to compromise. We have to have enough fat coming in at the right time to have success. So, with that said, is it better